Previously on Survivor. After going back and forth, the Screaming Gophers and Killer Bass finally merged together. After the merge feast, Tom was able to find the hidden immunity idol that was put back into the game after Squads was voted out. At the challenge, it came down to two former Screaming Gophers members, Jerry and Brian, with Jerry pulling out the win. Back at camp, the search for the other immunity idol began, with Brian and Jerry both on the hunt. In the end, it was Jerry who found the idol and decided to tell Jesse and keep it a secret from Brian.
Got this idol right here.
Also at camp, the group seemed to have come to a decision to vote out Steve, as he tried to convince everyone else to vote for Booch. At Tribal Council, it was indeed Steve who went home on a unanimous vote out for the first Tribal Council after the merge.
Fifth person voted out of Survivor. Steve.
Bro.
5 people are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
First merge, Tribal Council. Everything went according to plan, actually. Again. Feel bad for Steve, but it was just part of the game. I think next, Screaming Gophers outnumber the Killer Bass at this point, so we should have an easy ride to the finals. We got Tom to flush his idol out. Perfect. Easy money. Everything's smooth sailing.
We're here after Tribal Council. Steve got voted off, one of our past tribal members. Pretty sad to see him go. Used my immunity idol. I just really couldn't risk it. You never know how these things play out with both tribes merged together. I'd rather guarantee my safety for next week and hope I can win the next challenge. So I mean, that's what it's all about, is surviving.
Just made it through our first individual tribal council. Vote went like I expected it to. Steve, I'm sorry it had to be done, but I like my position in the game. Final 5 right now. Got this bad boy in my pocket that nobody knows about. Brian thinks it's still out there, but I'm not playing it all along. I'm sorry, Brian. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes from here.
All right, merger. First round on the way. I lost, sadly, but it was sad to see Steve go, but for the betterment of the game, I had to do it. But now as far as the shit with Brian goes, Brian keeps trying to get me and Tom in an alliance, and I am still on the fence about it because I want to send Brian home because Brian's probably the biggest competitor, but also Jerry though. So depending on how the next round goes, depends on my vote goes. Booch Gang, we're still in this game. We're gonna win this thing. I know you're out there. I know you're out there, Team Booch. We got this, baby.
So, Jerry, take back individual immunity. Individual immunity, back up for grabs. Alright, for today's challenge, we're switching things up a bit. We're gonna play a little memory game. Ooh. So here's how this works. I'm gonna read you guys a tale, and then at the end of it, I'm gonna ask 5 questions. And at the end of the 5 questions, whoever has the most correct answers wins immunity. If there's a tie for the top, I'll ask additional questions in a sudden death style, meaning that the 2 people that are tied, if you get it right, you stay alive, and as soon as you get one wrong, you're eliminated. Simple enough. So after when I'm ready to ask questions, I'm going to give you guys these index cards to write your answers on. Please no cheating. And then I'll ask to reveal the answers at the end of every question once everybody's done writing it down. Any questions?
Will there be writing pencils?
No.
Alright, use your pencil.
You guys all ready?
How long was Can we take notes?
No. Writing your pencils down right now. Everybody ready? Vice Admiral Horatio Nelson born September 29, 1758, in Norfolk, England, was a British flag officer in the Royal Navy. Nelson was born into a moderately prosperous Norfolk family and joined the Navy through the influence of his uncle, Maurice Suckling, a high-ranking naval officer. Nelson rose rapidly through the ranks and served with leading naval commanders of the period before obtaining his own command at the age of 20 in 1778. He developed a reputation for personal valor and firm grasp of tactics, but suffered periods of illness and unemployment after the end of the American War of Independence. The outbreak of the French Revolutionary Wars allowed Nelson to return to service, where he was particularly active in the Mediterranean. He fought in several minor engagements off Toulon and was important in the capture of the island Corsica and subsequent diplomatic duties with the Italian states. In this battle, he was wounded and lost sight in his right eye. In 1797, he distinguished himself while in command of HMS Captain at the Battle of Cape St. Vincent. Shortly after that battle, Nelson took part in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife, where the attack failed and he was badly wounded, losing his right arm, and was forced to return to England to recuperate. The following year, he won a decisive victory over the French at the Battle of the Nile, and remained in the Mediterranean to support the Kingdom of Naples against a French invasion. In 1801, he was dispatched to the Baltic and won another victory, this time over the Danes at the Battle of Copenhagen. He commanded the blockade of the French and Spanish fleets at Toulon, and after their escape, chased them to the West Indies and back, but failed to bring them to battle. After a brief return to England, he took over the Cadiz blockade in 1805. On October 21st, 1805, the French-Spanish fleet came out of port, and Nelson's fleet engaged them at the Battle of Trafalgar. The battle became one of Britain's greatest naval victories, but Nelson, aboard HMS Victory, was fatally wounded by a French sharpshooter in 1805. His body was brought back to England, where he was accorded a state funeral. For these reasons, he is widely regarded as one of the greatest naval mariners in history. Horatio Nelson.
I'm not getting any of these.
I don't know a
Thank you for reading that.
I couldn't even understand half the words you were saying.
Brian.
So the fact if I could comprehend anything of what you said, I'd be impressed.
I was going to say
you guys wouldn't get it.
No.
First question. What year did Admiral Nelson die? The year.
Oh wait, Admiral Nelson.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Eric, you should make multiple choice.
No.
Is this a true or false question?
No. They're just remembering and seeing who has most points.
I know. I think in the spot, but it wasn't my idea.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All at the same time, please reveal your answers.
1805.
Yes. Wrong. Yes.
I got it wrong. What did you put? 17 something.
Booch, Jerry, and Brian, 1 point. Correct.
You too? Wouldn't have guessed.
Next question. Number 2. Which body part did Nelson lose in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife?
Can you pronounce that one more time?
Santa Cruz de Tenerife. Everybody done?
Alright.
Flip over. 1, 2, 3.
Right eye.
Right eye is incorrect.
Wow.
Leg incorrect. Right leg incorrect.
Right arm.
Right arm is correct answer.
Good shit, Tom.
Right eye is incorrect.
Dude, I didn't hear really more than one body part. All I heard was he lost his right eye.
Tom, did you get the first one or Tom?
No.
So, after 2 questions, it's Booch, Tom, Brian, and Jerry with each 1 point.
I feel confident.
Jesse Shirley. Third question. Which country did Nelson help defeat in the Battle of the Nile? Which country? Looking for a country.
I needed one country. That was the country he was from.
Say what vowels again?
Battle of the Nile.
Alright, cool.
I'll make it
For you.
What's up?
That will make a difference.
I don't think it makes a difference for anyone.
With that one.
Tom, you done? Everybody ready?
I swear to God.
For the first time I feel 50-50
Alright.
about an answer.
3, 2, 1. Flip them.
I said France.
France is correct. Denmark is not correct. Italy is not correct.
I thought 50-50.
What's that say?
Norway.
Norway not correct. France is correct. After 3 questions, Booch and Jerry are in the lead with 2 points. Tom and Brian trail with 1 point. Jesse. Fourth question.
No.
How old was Admiral Nelson when he gained his own command? Looking for an age here. A number. How old was he when he gained his
Jesse's
own
awfully
command?
confident.
I'll let you in.
42.
It's a guess. Just a guess.
Listen.
Everybody done? Flip them over in 3, 2, 1.
29.
Wrong.
I said 29.
Still wrong. 17 wrong. 20 correct. 54. Not even
54.
23 wrong.
Yeah, I can't say.
Ryan got it. So after 4 questions, we have Booch, Ryan, and Jerry tied. Or with 2, Tom with 1, Jesse with 0.
You better ask the question I already know the answer to on top of my head.
Damn.
Nobody's moving.
I could have done that.
So, technically, well said, everybody. Last and final question for the final round. Nelson led a victory over the Danes at which battle? What was the name of the battle?
Dude, it has a fuck-ass name.
Denial, you already said that.
the capital of Denmark? You guys try your best.
I think it's Copenhagen.
Oh.
Is it not Copenhagen?
As long as I know what you mean. No.
Oh my god, hello.
Alright, flip them over in 3, 2, 1.
Battle of Tumen.
Wrong.
I wrote O something.
Wrong. We'll flip wrong. What do you have? You said Copenhagen was correct. Immunity.
Oh, wait! I realized that was the answer to the question. I thought you were just saying Denmark.
No, because he said the battle against the Danes and the battle of the third Dane.
Immune.
Yeah.
As the council.
Good thing I
Guaranteed
studied
spot
my
in the
sister
final four.
Team Booch. Team Booch. We are in the final 4, baby. We're in the final 4. I got that immunity for this tribal council. So I'm looking clean going into the final 4, baby. I'm looking clean. Team Booch all the way. We're bringing that trophy home, brother. You can believe that. I cannot put into words how ecstatic I am for winning the memory game. I'm all full of memory stuff, but oh my god. Thank you for St. Jen's for all that stupid ELA and fucking Terra Nova Testa bullshit, because I finally put it to good use by winning the fucking immunity. I'm so happy right now. All I know is though, I'm gonna have to get back and then the tribal council. Hopefully though, I win it back and get the final 3. Team Booch, we are still going strong.
We're back after the second challenge in the house. It was a memory game, honestly, in 2-2-0. Booch ended up winning the idol. I'm a little confident when it comes to tribal because he was one of my members in Killer Bass, so I'm hoping maybe that relationship means something. Hoping we can come together. I spent my idol last tribal, so I'm really hoping I can just squeak this one out and maybe get the next challenge. So we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, you're Kyler, remember that.
But we decided what we're doing and that didn't hurt it, so same plan.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you guys go over that again?
We have to go for time. I can honestly say I was not expecting her to come out of that one.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be 5 for 5. It felt so good.
I did not think about that challenge.
Erica's meeting, I couldn't stop laughing. All I could think about was not laughing.
Anyways,
But
can't vote for Booch.
yeah.
It's gotta be.
So that leaves one guy. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, there's only one person left.
Bub.
Alright, looks like we know where we're at.
The man, the myth, the bub.
You definitely have some bumps.
So like I was getting nervous. No one wanted to talk to me. I was quite nervous about that. I don't know how that felt. I was going to talk to Preston, and I said, "Now kick this booted out because Brian, Jerry, and Jesse were talking strategies. That made me nervous." And then like Jerry and Tom were talking, and Tom was telling me that Jerry says he wants to be Brian.
Jerry told you that?
Tom told me that Jerry told me that.
So Jerry told me, brought me in this room actually to be fun to also confront just that like Brian would talk to him, but like he just wants out Brian. Even though on the same team he said 100% Brian multiple times, like kind of weird. He's been saying it for the past few challenges now. I mean, like I said, you never see. There's only 2 killer bass left. So we definitely have the disadvantage on that point, but if we can just sway one of them, that really turns the tables.
As long as one of us 2 wins, I'm good. That's all I want. I want a bass on the trophy. So I'm just making sure we're on something about Brian.
Yeah, I'm 100% with Brian. We're killing again at this point. It's time to cut the snake's head off.
It's time, man. It's time.
Bury that bitch.
Alright, welcome back to Tribal Council. Final 5. Booch! You must be feeling great right now.
I feel quite ecstatic right now.
So once you heard the challenge was a memory challenge based off a story, did you know you were going to win it? Did you have high hopes for yourself?
I thought it was screwed, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm very glad this turn of events, complete opposite of what I thought was going to happen, so that's awesome. That's amazing.
You're welcome for the answer.
Thank you. I remember what I used as a good as a background was this old like ELA test at St. John's.
Shout out St. John's.
Yeah. Shout out. Well, Teresa. No, so I use that as a background for that. So, good little practice. So I'm finally glad that that's put to good use through all these years. But unfortunately, it's gonna feel sad giving this away, giving this back to you. But
Not yet.
I know not yet. But I'm saying I'm going to. But like, I will say that I can't wait to win it again and get this high once again. This feels great.
Tom, looking at this from a numbers perspective, you can't be feeling the best right now. Your only former tribe mate, Booch from the Killer Bass, going against 3 members of the Screaming Gophers. Booch is immune. Does that mean you're the easy vote out here?
I never know. Yeah, we heard about Steve. It was pretty much almost, like we all decided on it. You never know if someone flips. I mean, they were in a tribe together. Doesn't mean they like each other. So you never know. Never know what happens.
Larry, what are your thoughts on that in this whole situation where Booch, the one tribe member, is immune and leaving only Tom with your 2 allies again? What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, there's no thoughts of going into it. Everyone knows where the vote should be tonight, and I hope it goes like that.
Something to add, bro?
Everybody does their job.
Jesse, do you feel confident that this vote will go the way it should go, as Jerry suggested tonight? You like your chances?
Yeah, honestly, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty comfortable. Yeah.
Anybody have anything else? With that being said, it is time to vote.
Steve, you're not showing. So comfortable.
Hey! If anybody has a hidden community idol and wishes to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Alright.
I will read the votes. First vote, Tom. Second vote, Tom. 2 votes, Tom. Third vote, Brian. That's 2 votes, Tom. 1 vote, Brian. Brian got it. That's 2 votes, Tom. 2 votes Ryan, 1 vote left. The 6th person figured out Survivor. Nobody put a show in Ryan. You are free man. I am free man. Talk about blindside. We're gonna rescue 4 and head back to camp. You got an early play.
Tough break at last tribal council. Jerry turned tides. They flipped against me. Really heartbreaking. Couldn't have seen this one coming. It was a well-played game. We played it the way he had to play it. Took me out of the game. I guess I was getting too big a fish for his pond. Proud of the way I played. Thought we had a good run. Still rooting for my Screaming Gophers, even though got some snakes in the grass. Gotta clean them with a rake.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on Shorevivor, the winner of the 2nd season will officially be crowned. As just 4 remain, which castaway will make the right moves in order to become the sole Shorevivor? It all ends next time on Shorevivor.